Well, big box toy retailer Toys R Us is reportedly filing for bankruptcy protection ahead of the holiday shopping season. This might come as a surprise to a lot of people. Haley Wooden with business in Vancouver is joining us now. Haley, how did Toys R Us end up in this situation?
Toys R Us, they have $5 billion in long-term debt. It's a question many retailers are asking themselves how they ended up in this situation. E-commerce and the trends toward online shopping have been an issue. Declining margins too. Toys R Us hasn't necessarily been the most innovative retailer over the past half decade or so, and there are a lot of competition and retailers online that have been able to offer similar products at lower prices. Now, the company's been quick to say it's filing for bankruptcy protection in the U.S. that'll follow in Canada, but it doesn't plan on closing any of its locations just yet. It has about 1,600 Toys R Us and Babies R Us locations around the world. Those will remain open for now, but we'll see what the company has to do in order to cut costs and remain competitive, especially in advance of the holiday shopping season.
All right, probably has a lot of youngsters upset today hearing that news. Also, just want to switch gears to a meeting that Trudeau had with Theresa May discussing possible free trade between the two countries. What's surrounding this conversation right now?
Well, we have CETA coming into effect this week. That's the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement between Canada and the EU. And both heads of state in the UK and Canada have come out and said they want to start with CETA when it comes to a starting point for trade between the United Kingdom and Canada. Now, both countries, they cannot formally negotiate any sort of trade agreement until the UK has formally exited the European Union. That could be 2+ years from now. We only had Brexit triggered earlier this year back in March. But both heads of state saying they want to start with a trade agreement that's been negotiated over the better part of a decade, as opposed to coming up with something from scratch, which should be reassuring to businesses who are wondering what's at stake here post-Brexit.
Yes, absolutely. And, considering NAFTA renegotiations are still ongoing and the uncertainty around that. Haley, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.